So, you want to learn how to play Salmon Run. Look, I get it. I know exactly what type of person you are. You're that one kid who got Splatoon 3 for Christmas when, in reality, you wanted a PlayStation 5, because that's what all your cool friends have. But beggars can't be choosers, am I right? And so, ever since you got your grubby little hands on the funny Squid game, you've been climbing around in the McDonald's play place and rolling in the ball pit like the child that you are. That's right, I'm talking about Turf War. After all, that's what Splatoon is all about, right? It's just a silly little game where you paint the floor while your parents argue about getting a divorce in the kitchen. Maybe you even dabbled in rank battles for 5 minutes and never again. Hell, maybe you even tried the story mode before realizing that Splatoon's lore is too over the top for a game about squid kids who dissolve when trying to take a bath. And so, with nowhere else to go, you check out the totally not shady building where the lobby music sounds like it was made by a 6-year-old using GarageBand on his mum's iPad. Damn, Kanye went hard with this track. Well, let me tell you, once you enter the Grizz company, there's no going back. So give in to your curiosities and sign your rights away, because you won't need those where we're going. Soar valiantly onto the battlefield, because today, you officially upgrade from a squid kid into a squid man. Or woman. Salmon Run is a side multiplayer mode in Splatoon 3. It was specifically designed for players who are sick of constantly dying to E-leaders and Hydra Splatlings who are camping in Turf War. If you're tired of losing against actually good players in Turf War because your teammates are a bunch of idiots, why not lose to a bunch of brain-dead CPUs thanks to your idiot teammates instead? PvE is the name of Salmon Run, if you're dyslexic. You and a team of highly qualified squids will try to survive a gauntlet of enemies referred to as the Salmonids, a race of fish that carry frying pans around because they want you to eat them. No, that is not a joke. If they want to be eaten so bad, why don't they just serve themselves filleted? Using the power of friendship and a gun, you must vanquish the hordes of enemies while reviving that one teammate who keeps diving into the deadly green goop. It's me. I keep diving into the goop. Please help me. Not only will you have to survive, but you must also thrive as you collect and deliver eggs to the big boss, Mr. Grizz, all so that he can have scrambled eggs for breakfast every day of the week. Also real. Each round you'll have a target number of eggs that need to be deposited into the designated basket. Successfully fulfill this goal 3 rounds in a row, and you walk away with a whopping $4 and a hat. Fail to meet this set goal in even 1 round, you lose the entire match, Mr. Grizz cuts your pay, and he keeps your family held hostage. Now, how do we acquire these shiny eggs, you may ask? Well, to nab yourself a few spherical snacks, we'll need to take down the boss Salmonids. Boss Salmonids are the main threat of Salmon Run. They're unique enemies who are much stronger and more threatening compared to the standard guys. You can differentiate them because boss Salmonids do not carry frying pans. That's how you know they mean business. Each boss Salmonid is different from one another. They all have different properties, different attacks, different weaknesses. But the one thing they all have in common is that they drop those sweet, sweet eggs upon death. It's time to get farming. But how exactly do we deal with each boss Salmonid? Well, let's go through each boss one by one to find the most effective strategy to implement against them. Scrapper, aka Mario Kart, also known as, free eggs. The Scrapper is a little guy zooming around the map in his illegally modified Honda Civic made of bulletproof glass. Look at him. His ass does not have a license. He's immune to all damage from his front and side, so you'll have to stun him out by shooting him so that his back is exposed. Squirt your ink into his arsehole and he'll explode on sight. Drizzler, aka Mary Poppins, also known as the boss with the deceptively large amount of health. The Drizzler, much like the aforementioned Scrapper, will protect itself from any and all damage as it cowers under its umbrella made of titanium. Every so often, it'll pop out from underneath its shell to make it rain acid. Spend half the match ignoring it before realizing, oh shit, this rain is actually kind of annoying. Then spend a good 30 seconds trying to chase it down as it flies to the other side of the map just to fuck with you. Steel Eel, aka the eel is coming out to play, also known as the one arsehole that takes up half the map. The Steel Eel feels straight out of a fighting game with his janky ass hitboxes. This prick will knock you into a pulp from a completely different plane. Standing on a ledge above the eel? Not good enough. Flying above it using an inkjet? You fucking moron, you're already dead. And have you seen the size of these slippery sons of bitches? If 2 or more of them spawn in at the same time, you are no longer playing Salmon Run. You are now playing the eel level from Super Mario Bros. Moors, aka Jaws, also known as, Moors on their own, no big deal. They'll target your location, so you pull the old switcheroo on them, and then boom, they're gone. But the problem is that 9 out of 10 times you will not have enough ink to throw a bomb when the Moors decides to target you. So you start fumbling around trying to refill your ink tank, but oops, you gotta get those enemies out of your way first, and now, oh no, you don't have enough ink for the Moors now. Rinse and repeat until eventually you just give up and let one of your teammates deal with it. Steelhead, aka Bomberman, also known as a brush class's worst enemy. I used to think this was one of the hardest Salmon Run bosses back in my early Splatoon days, because I found it really difficult difficult to hit his bomb while it's charging up. Then I turned on motion controls, and now the boss is only slightly less annoying to kill. Moral of the story is that if you don't use motion controls in Splatoon 3, you're just stupid. Look at this before and after video of me. This clip is from before I turned on motion controls. Look how bad I am at the game. And now here's me with motion controls turned on. We interrupt your boss Salmonid guide for a general Salmon Run tip. The best way to play Salmon Run is with a group of friends in a Discord call. You can't use voice chat with random players because Nintendo is still figuring out the mythical technology behind mobile phones because their youngest research and development employee is 63 years old. And if you don't have any friends to play Splatoon with, then I am so sorry. Stinger, aka
the giant enemy sniper.
also known as a heaping pile of trash. Nintendo knows how much you love dying over and over again to E-leaders in PvP, so they added a sniper to Salmon Run. These tall beasts are a high priority on the kill list. If you stand still for more than 2 seconds while a stinger is active, you're as good as dead. And to be fair though, there's no reason you should be standing still at all in Salmon Run. Unless you had a heart attack from playing too much Salmon Run. Flipper Flopper, aka Splat Zones. Also known as, okay, to be honest, no nickname I could give this guy could possibly sound more stupid than fucking Flipper Flopper. Remember when Splatoon was a game about painting the floor? This enemy remembers. He'll bring you back to a simpler time. A time where you weren't traumatized by he who shall not be named yet. Just paint over the Flopper Flipper's goo and he'll faceplant into oblivion. Kick him while he's down and watch as that fleeting memory of turf war fades away with him. Slammin' Lid, aka also known as Collateral Damage. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Did You Know Gaming. Did you know? Salmon Lids can kill other enemies with their attack, including boss Salmonids, and including you. Salmon Lids are a medium risk, medium reward type situation, where on one hand, you might be able to kill a few steelheads and scrappers for free using it, whereas on the other hand, you might forget about Salmon Lids after 20 seconds, and now there's like 3 of them blocking the main path. Big Shot, aka also known as, free egg cannon. When interviewed about Big Shot's inclusion in Salmon Run for Splatoon 3, Masahiro Sakurai stated, "I love Undertale. When Sans said, 'Now is your time to take the big shot,' I knew we had to include a reference to him in my game. And so, Big Shot was born. The Big Shot starter kit comes with the standard 1 Big Shot and 1 egg cannon. All following Big Shots will use the same initial cannon included in the starter pack, which helps with locating them since they'll all spawn in the same location. Be sure to make use of the egg cannon to fire your eggs straight next to the basket for the low price of 0 ink. Thank you, Sakurai." Bastard, aka any of these other insults. Also known as
Fly fish.
Oh, fly
That
fish.
fly fish.
And a
There's
fly
a
fish. Fly fish.
Not a fly fish.
Dude, there's
It's a
another
run.
fly fish. There's 2 more fly fish over here.
Instead of me rambling on for 10 minutes straight about why this bastard is the bane of Salmon Run, why don't I just show you?
Left wing.
I got right.
I got one of them. I don't know which one I got.
There's another fly fish. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I see him. There's 2 of them. All hands on deck.
I'm dead.
Understandable. I will get it.
Oh, there's one over here.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh my.
At the yard.
Wait, there's
He's
another
over here.
one.
Yeah, he's over here.
Oh my
Where I
god,
am.
special.
Oh,
I'm in the middle. I'm in the
Come
middle.
I didn't
on.
realize that Salmon Jam
Oh.
defends the fucking fly fish if it like is in front.
There's a slam again, hopefully.
I'm coming.
We get it. We get it. We
I'm
get it.
dead.
Where?
Where?
Don't even worry.
I
What
see
the
him.
fuck?
You missed. It's okay. I'm godlike.
I didn't miss.
I'm going right.
I'll go left.
There's 2 splats there.
I missed.
I'm here.
Well,
Oh,
we got it. Look,
Got
you
it.
can't be too careful with it. There's 2 more! There's 2 more fly fish over here! I'm
are
dead.
you kidding me?
Where?
Oh no, pull me back to
Right? No, I missed!
Oh,
Oh, there's 2 fly fish.
that's not what we like to do. I'll get this one, you get that one.
Yep.
Oh, come
Remember,
on!
Fish Stick, aka I don't really have a nickname for this one to be honest. Shoot the fish on the stick. That's it. That's all you need to know. You're almost ready to die for Mr. Grizz. However, there's one last major factor of Salmon Run we have yet to cover in this training regimen. the king salmonids. They're complete bullshit. You and your teammates can struggle all you want to survive the onslaught of enemies while trying to whittle down the health of the king salmonids, but you can only get so far. You will fail this round, and you will feel shit about it. But don't worry, even if you lose to the kings, it still counts as an overall win for beating the previous 3 rounds. And plus, Mr. Grizz is kind enough to give you pity points for even trying. So, after being put through literal hell and coming out the other end with severe PTSD, what do you get for all your trouble? What super awesome rewards do these shells give you? A sticker. You fought for a fucking sticker. You sad, dumb son of a bitch. I didn't quite have enough time to cover everything you need to know about Salmon Run, such as the stages, the weapon rotations, and how to effectively work as a team, but you'll figure all that out as you go, I'm sure. I covered all the necessary things to at least get you out there and breaking your arms and legs, so that's all that really matters. So now, Mr. Grizz is officially happy to welcome you into the family. Put your big boy or girl pants on, because those eggs aren't going to collect themselves. Things will be rough at first, but practice makes perfect. But be careful, the more you climb the corporate ladder through promotions, the harder the work will get. Just like real life. You have to stay resilient though. Things will get tough, but you just gotta get tougher. Push through the hardships, fight through the hordes of enemies, and bomb all of those flying bastards until the bitter end. Because above all, the most important tip to remember in Salmon Run is to never give up. Even if you die again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again! So, you want to learn how to play table turf battle.